There's 70 buckets, so where do you want to go first?
Let's go down the road here. And then we'll go down the road right here.
And then this way?
And then we'll head that way.
Okay, how many do you want to put over here then?
Well, there's quite a few.
Yeah, I put 2 on that one and I put 2 on that one, but that tree didn't do very well the last 2 years.
We'll try it anyways.
One bucket though.
Then there's 3 more along the road going down here.
Okay, well, why don't I put like 15? I have to put the holes in the orange lids because I didn't have this bit at home.
Just you angle the hole or you put them in straight?
No, you angle them, but where's my hole from last year?
No idea.
Because you have to be 6 inches away from the hole. And so there was less snow last year, so I put them on the ground last year.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I got good nails.
Yeah, I'm just.
And you angled it this way?
Yeah, I go up a little bit, yeah. And then just blow in the hole and. Yeah, that's fine. Hit it in. You have to keep hitting it until it stops. Until you can feel it. There, the end. You feel that?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, right. There.
Well, this is fine on the snow for now, but I don't know how much is going to melt. That is a big nail.
These are the ones I got for the sugar hut. Put them in like that.
There is more than one variety of maple tree, and the ones that we tap here are sugar maples, and they're the best ones for maple syrup because they have the highest sugar content. There's a few different ways you can go about identifying a maple tree. First and foremost, you can mark it in the fall when the leaves are on it so you can tell which ones are maples. Another way you can identify a maple tree is by the branch pattern. And I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but maple trees have a very specific branch pattern and they're very symmetrical. So that's an easy way to identify a maple tree as well. For me, I noticed that all the maple trees here have some form of a little bit of moss on them. So I know that the trees that have teeny bits of moss on them tend to be the maples, and those are the ones we end up tapping. For me, now that I'm in my 4th year of tapping, I know which trees are maple trees now, and I know where I've made my mistakes in the past. Also, my dad is with me this year, and he seems to know everything about trees, so I know we won't be tapping any wrong trees this season, but those are some good ways to identify maples. And if you are new to syrup and you want to get into it, but you aren't really sure how to tell the bark pattern or how to tell the branch pattern, you can always mark them in the fall while they have the leaves on them so that you know for sure you're getting the right tree. We did well last week.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, we probably put more than one bucket.
Well, last year. There's actually a nail on the tree there. That must be where my hole is from last year. Right where your hammer is, there's a nail. There's a nail. Here.
Another 2.
You need what? Yeah, not more by myself.
No.
In here?
Those ones right there.
They need to be, yeah, that's fine. They need to, as long as they're 10 inches in diameter or more. Oh my gosh.
And I don't even have the mallet, Holly. I think we should put 2 on this. Don't you?
I would put one on the other side, not beside it.
Right.
You're supposed to put them on the south side of the tree under a big branch for the best flow.
Right. Oh, the big branch.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That one's going to be off the ground once it melts, right?
This one will.
Why? They're all stuck together. Tap. Not even wet, so they're not together. Here's the lid. But
And that's
you do
probably it for down that way. The other one was over here. We can do it right away.
That one's maple, isn't it?
No.
That one, yeah. Are you taking 2 taps or you got 1?
I got 1.
Do you have a nail or no?
I do. Let's just do the 1 tree.
Oh, man.
It's a little deep.
Yeah, you think? In 4 weeks, when it's done and I'm taking the taps out, it's gonna be ground.
It should be.
I don't want to put them on the tree; they're too small. Are you doing this one in there?
We'll do that one, and the one there.
Well, why don't I go? I'm lighter than you.
Well, I don't.
I feel like you gotta crawl on your hands and knees. It spreads the weight out.
Holy.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, when you get there, I'll throw you the nail.
Oh.
Yeah, that is pretty deep. I think you're 3 feet off the ground.
Oh. I'm over my knees, and I'm not even touching the ground yet.
This is nuts. You want me to throw you the nail right away?
Yeah, I just don't want to put the drill in the snow.
All right, so do that.
Am I gonna catch this nail?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the pail.
See it?
I see a line where it should be. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. It is.
Oh my God. Coming down.
All right. All right. Well, that's a little better with snowshoes on. All right, one more. I'll let you drag that down.
Which one now? You want me to go in there?
No, this is soft and this is hard.
Oh. Am I going to be able to reach that when the snow melts?
You got a point.
I don't think I'm going to be able to reach that when the snow melts because the ground is way down here.
Don't worry. We'll get her.
Okay. Well, these will certainly not be near any hole I did last year because we didn't have this much snow.
I'll take the nail maybe first.
We put 12 buckets out already.
Yeah.
We might as well since we're right here.
Like that.
Hammer. The bag.
So what I bought. That's a little easier.
Yeah, this is a nice tree.
It is.
When I put the taps in at home, they were spewing sap.
They were what?
It was just like flying out, the sap.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was warm.
It was warm though, yeah.
There you go.
Great. We're gonna run out of buckets before we get back. All the way down here.
Coming?
Oh.
Handy.
Okay.
Kind of handy.
So on these trees, I put 2 in front of the cabin. I did the big tree over there.
I want to do this one first.
Sure, and then I think I did this one straight ahead, but that tree did not do well at all.
Well, it might just
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we can probably do that one too.
2 or 3 on this.
2. A hole here and a hole here, so...
Do them on the other side.
Yeah, you can. We can do one down here. How many do you think are down here to do? 10?
Maybe. Something like that at the most, I think.
All right, so we did the first round of buckets. We went down the hill towards the road where we would drive in. We were planning on putting like 5 or 6 buckets, and we ended up putting 13. Now I'm thinking the 70 buckets I brought is probably not gonna be enough. We're up to 16 on the trees now, and we are still only at the cabin. We still have tons more to go. The spot that I tapped last year, I put out 44, I think. So I think we're gonna go straight ahead, put some down there. And then by the time we get over to the spot that I tapped last year, we should be out of buckets. This one would do well, but I did that one 2 years in a row and it was not good at all. And then,
For sure.
like that tree doesn't do very well though. I've tapped it 3 years in a row and it just does not do very well.
We're going to try one more time.
I've never put any holes in this tree, so it doesn't really matter where it goes, I guess. Do you have a nail there?
I don't.
So we're tapping some different trees this year. I've never tapped this one. I get asked a lot what the ratio is of sap to syrup. You need 40 liters of sap to get 1 liter of syrup. So it's 40 to 1, 40 gallons to 1 gallon or 40 liters to 1 liter. So it's a lot of volume to get syrup in the end, and it also requires a lot of work. Typically a tree will yield 1 liter of finished syrup. So we have 70 trees out. If we need 40 liters per tree to make 1 liter of syrup, and we've got 70 trees, that's a lot of sap. 2. Yeah, I guess. Last year I put 3 on this tree.
Yeah.
And they did not well at all. Then I put 2 on and it did a little bit better. So
All right, we'll put 2.
I got 2 holes in this one, so maybe this side and then the other side.
I think.
Because this one gave more sap than this side.
Right. You can sure tell that that's frozen.
Yes. Great.
Magic spot. That's all.
You think everything is magic spot? Okay. You have a spiral? Yes, you do.
I need a nail, please. That tree is like a rock. Freaking vibrating on the hands.
Why Why is there fencing on it?
That's where the old fence went.
Around the tree. The tree's eating the fence.
Yep.
Okay, we got 2, 4, we got 5 left for down here. Do you...
Right here. 2 here, and that big one there.
Are we going up the hill, up that way? I put 1 on the... There's 2 on the hill going up, and the one of them did really well. Oh, you shoveled this out this morning.
Oh, yeah.
How nice. Do you have nails?
No.
It's not taking the nail.
Yeah, she throws all right.
So I have 3 buckets left. Do you have 3 more trees you want to put over here?
I think just this big maple. I think that's as far as I went because I don't think there was anything else past there.
25 then, or 23. So we still have 47 more to put out. And I think that one spot that I put buckets out over there had almost 40 trees at it. Look at this.
Yeah.
Folded right in half.
Yep. Do you think the weight of that tree, right, and that whole limb get blown off?
It's not even blown off. It's literally peeled like a banana.
That's about it for down here.
Yeah, there's one more. Let's take one right here. Is there?
There's
Not.
not right. There's a couple of small ones there, but
All right, we just finished the second batch of buckets. So we have 24 buckets out, which means we have 46. Yeah, 46 more to go. So we are going to start making our way over to the area that I tapped last year and get some buckets out over there.
right, and that's why I said, and then the back.
Yeah. The problem is we are on the way to where we're putting out our buckets and we keep seeing different trees and we're tapping every single tree along the way. So it's taking longer to get to the trees we're trying to get to. It's a good thing you plowed all these trails out. That would have been horrible. I don't think the snowshoes would have even worked pulling the toboggan all this way. Markers on them anymore. Wait, the hole, the nail here, where's the hole?
It's over here, like I saw it. Tell me. There we go.
One there, one there.
Like this. And this bucket one.
Maybe it makes more sense. Do you have nails?
Yeah, I do.
So for the buckets, I'm just using a 5-gallon pail that you can get from Home Depot or Lowe's or Rona or whatever store you have around. You don't need to use a plastic one. There are galvanized steel sap buckets. They're really small and they come with a galvanized steel spout and a hook on it. You can hook your bucket right on, but because we don't live here, that would require coming up here a lot more frequently when the buckets are that small. So I like to go with the 5-gallon pail, and then it's got the handle on it so you can just hook that right on the nail on the tree. That way we can collect sap for a couple days instead of using the small buckets and having to come up here and dump them. I mean, on the days when the sap's running, you could dump those buckets a couple times a day. These will be good for like 2 days. You don't have any maple trees at your house?
Not a whole lot.
Really?
Mostly ash.
Oh. For the tubing, I'm just using a 5/16 vinyl tubing, 5/16 inside diameter and 7/16 outside diameter. And that fits these little plastic spiles. Like I said, you can use galvanized ones. There's tons of different ones to use, but I like these little plastic ones. I've never had an issue. They never crack or break. And I think I'm going on, this is my 4th season using them. So, and then the vinyl tubing you can just pick up at Home Depot. That's where I grabbed it. And then I just cut them to length, about 1.5 feet or 2 feet, depending on where you want to put your bucket. And that's it. Drill a hole in the top of the bucket and put the tubing in the bucket. The end. So this is a tree that we tapped last year. The hole's right here from last year. When you're tapping the same tree again the next season, you want to make sure that your new hole is at least 6 inches away from your old hole. So the old hole is here, you can see. The new hole is way down here. As long as it's 6 inches away, it should be fine. I don't like to tap the same tree more than 2 years in a row. I'd like to give the tree a break. So next year we won't tap these ones. We'll move somewhere else. There's plenty of trees here, so there's no shortage of sap. Oh, that did not make it.
I got it.
Did you plow a trail over those ones back there?
I think so. I think I ended up going over there and I did.
I got one bucket left here. Should we just put it on one of these ones that aren't marked?
Sure.
I'll go get the rest of the buckets. There's 3 over here that can go in the tree.
Yeah, I could use 18 up.
I know.
But I'm not going to do all of these. I'm using this one. I'm doing that one over there and that one and the 2 big ones. The 2 big maples
You
back
want
there.
5 more? Oh, what the hell was that? I don't know what that was. Here I'm thinking like, oh, we're going to put 70 taps out. What if we don't have 70 trees? And we could do like 170 trees.
Oh, easy. Easy.
Crazy. Probably now that I know what the bark looks like, I can see them all.
Yeah.
I know. I know. It's just looking at the ends all over here too.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
And then there's a good one that I just passed on the walk over here.
Yeah.
Right there behind that stump.
Okay, just go that far. Throw me one and then go, this tree is next. And then the 2 big ones. But oh no, this one and that one. Right? 1, 2, and then the other one I'll take down there to the...
What is happening? If I crawl, it's fine. As soon as I start to stand up, it's not. Okay, one here.
Yep, and one
This
yep,
one?
yep. And then the other 2 I'll take down with me to the big trees over there.
Okay, well, I'll go put the buckets at the
The other ones?
other trees then.
Yeah, that's fine.
My dad has now gone way into the abyss. He's like, oh, there's a good tree, there's a good tree, there's a good tree. I'm like, okay, Dad, I can't go in that far because I don't have snowshoes on. So he's way in there. I threw him a bunch of buckets. He's putting those out. And honestly, the longer I'm out here, the more maple trees I see. There's trees everywhere. I was thinking we weren't going to have enough to do 70, but we probably have enough to do 200. So stay tuned for next season. While he's way down yonder putting buckets out, I'm going to take the rest of the buckets and put them at all the trees that look good so that when he comes back around, he can just boop, 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 pop by each tree and put the taps in. I gave him my drill bit, so he's gone with that. So I'm not putting taps in. He's going to do that. I'm just bringing everything to the trees and he's coming by and putting them all in. So I think I only have about 12 buckets left, which is crazy because there's already 58 buckets out then. Wild. All right, time to keep going. Yeah, I do that one. I don't know why it's not marked. That one's really good, and this one and these ones here always have full buckets.
So where do you want me to go? We don't want to do those couple there?
I don't know. I only have 13, and there's like 38 more trees I want to tap right here in this spot.
All right, I'm going right here.
Okay.
Even the snow slid off the cabin roof.
Is that the last tap? Do I need to cut some more?
Yeah.
Cut some taps. Or cut some.
Well, throw me that
We're
first.
going to, here, take this.
Okay.
Now I'll make them up and put them in the pail.
Throw me the hammer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my freaking God.
I saw that.
Ah! Now my mitts are full of snow. Doing this with cold tube isn't great.
No.
I did them at home last night when I was watching a movie and in front of the wood stove, and the vinyl was nice and pliable.
Right.
This is not.
Okay.
Good to take everything out of that bucket.
Yeah. Trying to see where the main artery is.
Right. Okay. Last bucket.
Good. Here we go. It's a lot of snow on this roof.
Yes, there's a lot of snow on that roof.
Let the sap run.
Okay?
They let the sap run.
Yeah. Well, there we have it. 70 taps out. And honestly, we probably could have put another 70 more out. On the way to every area we were tapping, we kept stopping and putting taps at trees that we weren't expecting to put out. It's funny when you're looking for maples, they seem to be everywhere. So we ended up tapping a whole bunch of trees that we weren't anticipating tapping, but that's okay. Part of me wants to come back up with another 30 buckets and put those out, but I feel like 70 is going to be a lot of sap once it's flowing. I'll probably wait and see how this 70 goes and not just go right to 100. I'll probably wait till next season to do 100, but part of me wants to come back up and put more buckets out. So we will see. That pretty much wraps up this video though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram @_livingdifferent, where you can stay up to date on what I'm doing all the time. I post on there multiple times a day, and I do post lots of recipes and all kinds of other stuff. Don't forget to check out the website www.living-different.com, where you can have a browse through all the products I have to offer on there. There's tons of stuff on there, and syrup will be available on there at the end of syrup season, and I will let you know when that is. I've been getting tons of messages about when syrup is going to be ready, and if it's ready now. No, it is not, because I just put my taps out. So I will let you know when syrup is ready. I will post it on Instagram, and I will post it on YouTube. So syrup will be available following the video where we do the boil and I say it's available. So it's still going to be a few weeks yet. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for this video though. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.